Brian Powell of Run Far here with Kaci Lickteig before the 2017 Western States 100. How are you, Kaci?
I'm doing well. How are you, Brian?
Doing all right.
Good.
What does it feel like showing up in Olympic Valley as the defending Western States champion?
It's just still surreal, and it's very just welcoming and warming, and it just feels like the right place to be.
Yeah? Happy to be back?
I'm very happy.
Earlier this year, you ran the Lake Sonoma 50 mile and ran with Magda Boulet pretty much the whole way. I don't know if it was every step, but how was that experience for you?
It was phenomenal. That's one of the races that I'll never forget. Just being with somebody for 50 miles is something you rarely ever get to do. So
now, could you see yourself, not necessarily with Magda, but pairing up and kind of running some early miles with someone tomorrow or on Saturday?
Absolutely. I'm sure that we'll be kind of packed together with the snow and everything, that we'll be working together, and we all have the common goal to get to the finish, and so we'll help each other out.
And does it feel that way, you know, if you were running together at 20 or 30 or 40 miles, like that you're sort of a team working together?
Absolutely. I mean, everybody from start to finish is a team. We want everybody to achieve that goal.
Yeah. But if you were able to achieve a little more at the end of the race, you'd probably go for that.
I'm sure, but you know, it's 100 miles.
Yeah. Aside from your finish at Lake Sonoma, which was great, you went on and ran a 2:45 marathon and then a second place, I believe, at Quad Rock?
Correct.
And how did those two efforts feel?
Good. I mean, I'm really thankful to be able to run and be safe or be healthy, you know, for these races, and just stay happy and keep running. I don't know.
And how does your fitness feel? I mean, because you know, you ran with Magda, so we don't know if you ran 100% on that day. Like, do you feel like you're as fit as you were last year? Fitter?
I do. I feel like I've been healthy and stayed consistent more so than I've had in the past, and so I'm just gonna have fun with it again.
Does that excite you to like come in with that little extra fitness?
Yeah, especially with some of the differences in the snow and then the heat. So it's good to have a good fitness backing you into those things. So
yeah, with your run at Sonoma and those other couple races this spring, and now just talking to you, you kind of have this, sort of reserved confidence. Like, you're not someone who's going to talk a lot of smack or talk yourself up, but like you seem grounded and like strong in that. Does that feel about right?
Yes. I mean, it's 100 miles. It's any race is any race. I mean, you either have a good day, bad day. It's just about having your day and working through that day. Now,
we had a little border collie that was playing with us, and it could probably be the mascot for the race.
It was so cute.
But between you and Magda and Stephanie, is there like some sort of competition for the most positive person? That might be the fiercer competition here.
I think it's amazing. Like, that's what drives us to do what we do. This is the sport of it, and being on trails, being happy, being present in what we love. Mm-hmm. That's number one.
With you and those two back, and Camille and you and Amy Sproston and so many more, what do you think's gonna take to win?
I think it's going to take a smart race. It's going to be one that you have to run your own race. It's a race of 100 miles, and if you run somebody else's race, you're not going to run, either you're going to have a bad day or you're not going to run to your potential. So it's your race and your race only.
And how do you achieve that personally?
For me, it's just running within myself, and that's how I race. I know my limits, and I know what I need to back down, when I can push, and so just basically staying that even keel throughout the day and being happy. Now,
for lots of other people are watching this. What is the sign? Like, what is, like, in a 100-mile race? Like, what do you know? Like, okay, I'm pushing too hard right now. What would that feel like, or what are the signs for that? For
me, it's like I can feel that my heart rate gets higher, my breathing may get higher. I may start feeling like I'm working my efforts too hard, and I'm really good about gauging my effort on races. And so when I know when to back down, and then I can come back stronger in the easier sections, or so supposedly easier sections, but in my sections that I'm better at.
And what does that feel like for you? What are the sections that you think you'll excel at, or enjoy, or feel the most ease at on Saturday?
I love just running and smooth running, or any of the downhills. I just like Cal Street. I love Cal Street just because it's that single buttery track trail, and yeah.
And you've had this consistent improvement over the last couple years. Where do you see that point maybe moving up to this year?
Yeah, just working on any of the the things that I've done wrong in the past, or things that I always think about that I can work on to improve. So
what are those? Like where can you run a better race?
Sure. Just managing to make sure that I stay more hydrated, very well with that. And then, you know, just for myself, running happy and knowing when to push, when not to push. So,
any particular challenge that you sort of have looming for you this weekend?
I'm excited for it all. I'm excited for the snow. I'm excited for the heat and the canyons. I've had enough sauna training for that Devil's Thumb that I'm ready.
You are.
I am so sick of the sauna. Ready for that Devil's Thumb climb and thinking 6 more minutes in the sauna, climb Devil's Thumb, you know, just that kind of attitude.
So maybe come Sunday there'll be a lot of air conditioning time for you.
Yeah.
You're done with the heat?
Well, I love the heat. So
Do you?
I actually would rather prefer heat than cold, so I'm happy about that.
It suits you and you're prepared for it. That sounds pretty dangerous, Kaci. Best of luck out there this weekend.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Just a happy puppy. Put it back because you want it again. I didn't throw it. Fake. Fake. Where is it? Here it is. Come here. I'm going to throw it that way. Make you run for it. It's so cute.